It's Monday morning, last day of work before we take our 1 month vacation break. We started work today at 3:30. What time is it now? 5:12. Working on our second movement. Our first load went down to the big grocery store distribution warehouse, a load of mayonnaise product. This container is going to the same place, but it's going to the main warehouse as opposed to the satellite warehouse. Same stuff, just a little bit different. This is usually going to be delivered to restaurants as opposed to grocery stores. So it's more individual serving sizes. Just want to make sure everything is all right before we head out onto the road. It's a little bit rainy this morning. I think we're good to go. Making our way down to the Campbell Industrial area. 5:57. Dropping off that second movement. Sun's just starting to peak. My favorite time of day. When I was in my 20s, one of my first jobs was working as a captain on boats. And this is the time of the day known as the twilight. Twilight meaning the sun hasn't come up yet, but it's early enough that you can see the horizon, but it's dark enough that you can still see stars. So it's when you would do your celestial navigation. You find Venus more than likely, your morning star, and line it up with the horizon and get that angle. And then you could, with logbooks, determine your, I can't remember, was it latitude or longitude? But anyway. It was a time of day when you could basically, this is way too deep. It's a time of day when you could kind of figure out where you were in life. And so it's always, I've always seen it that way. It's my favorite time of day where to think about, you know, where you're at, where you're going. Anyway, that's what we're up to. Dropping off the second movement. We're going to run over to 7-Eleven, refill the coffee cup, maybe get a Wiener Musubi, and then head on down to the Deep Draft Harbor here at the Campbell Industrial area and wait till 7 o'clock because we have to pick up an empty container for consolidated freight going to Seattle. That'll be our next movement. Sun's finally up. What time is it? 6:56. We're standing by for 7 o'clock. We're down here at the Barber's Point Deep Draft Harbor, picking up from a shipping terminal that opens at 7, but we're already hooked up to a trailer here. Rain just stopped. So that's the cement plant where they bring in cement, I think from Korea. Interesting contraption that sucks it up and pumps it. And then there's the remnants of the old coal conveyor belt that used to run the coal over to the coal power plant, which produced the cheapest power in Hawaii, which for whatever reason the administration decided to tear that infrastructure apart and get rid of it and for solar power instead, even though it was the newest power plant on the island and it created the cheapest power. They tore it apart. They shut it down and tore it apart so that nobody else could decide to start it up again. And now we got big solar farms instead. Big rainbow. Yeah, a couple more minutes they'll be open and we can head over and pick up an empty 40-foot container and take that back to our terminal. Probably get it on the dock so that we can load freight for Seattle. Just standing by, having breakfast, listening to some music. So we made our way back here to our yard. Put our empty on dock number 9 here. We'll load it up with the freight headed to Seattle. Checked in with dispatch. They gave us a couple of runs. We got a SIT going to Maui. SIT still in transit, so container came in over the weekend. They took some stuff out, put some stuff in, and now we're going to take it back to the shipping terminal where they'll put it on a barge and send it to Maui. I think I unhooked. Did I unhook? Yes. There we go. What are we looking for? 274827. I think that's in the back by the fence. The yard's a little empty. That's because we had 20 cruise ship containers in it. They've all been taken back. There we go. So we get this hooked up, give it a quick pre-trip, and then take it to the shipping terminal San Juan, 4 miles away. Be our, what's this, 4th movement of the day. On the 5th container movement of the day. Full 40-foot flat rack full of steel conduit. 57,000 pound shipping weight, which puts us right at 80,000 gross, which is our max weight without a permit. We're on the heavy side. We're going to stand by offload. It's lunchtime. I made myself a plate lunch for lunch today, so luckily they have a microwave here. I can heat it up. It's good to know where the microwaves are. I usually eat sandwiches, but I made a huge breakfast yesterday. It was too much to eat all at once. So I prepared lunch. Today. So the chassis that this flat rack was on had flat tires. because it's so heavy, they had a hard time lifting it to change the tires. So instead of lifting it, change the tires, we just flipped it on the chassis. Bobtail back to our terminal to take care of some of the consolidated freight going to the neighbor islands. We picked up the Kona can, wiggled it out of the yard and brought it over here to the Inter-Island Shipping Terminal, only to find out that they don't accept Kona until after 1 o'clock. Some of these shipping terminals, they have a lot of rules because they're so busy. They try to streamline things. I can't keep up with it. Neither can dispatch. So we took the Kona can back to our terminal. We picked up the Hilo can and brought that back. And we put the Hilo can in the Inter-Island terminal. Then we grabbed an empty 40-foot container, and this will be going out to the Campbell Industrial tomorrow morning, be loaded with empty pallets to send over to Maui to the brewery. It's a little housekeeping run. After we drop this off, we're going to bobtail back and pick up a 20-foot container. Where's that going? That's going to Lanai. That'll get loaded tomorrow also. And after that, they say I can go home because I came in at 3:30. And they have lots of help at the moment. Ever since we lost our 4 drivers a couple weeks ago, we've been farming out the easier, what I call the bread and butter runs, the runs from our terminal to the shipping terminal, all the LTL work. So it's for the most part really gotten things under control, but it's also added a lot of congestion at the terminal because now you got 3 drivers doing what normally just 1 driver would be doing. That we haven't had in the past. It's a little frustrating at times, but I don't mind it. So yeah, we'll try to find a place where they can get to this can in the morning tomorrow. It's usually this is the first run of the day, type 6 o'clock, first run. Try not to bury it too much. Hopefully we can get it right in the front in one of the middle stalls. That'll be good. We'll see how it goes. When I left 10-15 minutes ago, there were like 7-8 trucks in the yard trying to get things done. While I was sitting in the yard trying to waiting for things to open up so I could get hooked up to that can going to Hilo. I ate my lunch too fast and now I'm paying for it. So we got two trucks in the yard. The one that we picked up empty this morning from the Campbell industrial area, looks like it's already been loaded and it's headed back. And I'm guessing the other one's got OS&D product in it because he's opening up the back like to empty something out. So we could be here a few minutes. Yeah, anyway. Hurry up and wait. That's it, 1:30, we can shut it down. Man, the problem with moving fast is the paperwork can't keep up with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movements. See what I mean? I still haven't put the mileage in. Came in at 3:30. We'll be out of here at 1:30. 120 miles. And we'll be back in Hawaii November 17th. I don't even know what we're having for dinner tonight. Probably might eat out because I'm headed over to my brother's house to drop off my truck. And then the people who are staying in our house while we're gone are coming in tomorrow. And we leave the day after. I'm gonna go see Mom. Mom's gonna be 91 in January. She's doing all right. But that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Hello.